Good evening, guys, and welcome back. I'm back after a week away. Hope you're all well. Welcome to the Ravens Rook and our normal Monday night hobby hangout. Absolutely great to be back. I actually really missed doing the stream last week. It's quite weird how it gets ingrained on you having that regular stream spot, and yeah, getting to interact with you guys in the chat and getting some hobby done on a normally dull Monday evening. I hope you've all had a really great weekend, and hopefully get to have a good chat with you guys in the stream tonight whilst we get some more orcs and possibly some more other stuff done, as we have got quite a bit to catch up on with having a week off, and also trying to clear the backlog with the magazine subscription for the Mortal Realms. And yeah, so without further ado, I just wanted to say an absolute massive thank you to every one of you guys that's already subscribed and pop in. I actually got a shout out on the Frost and Fist show in America on, I believe it's Friday night for us, or Saturday morning over in America, and lo and behold, we've broke the 50 barrier. So I'm absolutely so stoked to finally break that first little milestone. You know, a small channel like myself, it's massive. You know, I love every single one of you, and you know, as it goes, the bar moves, so we push for that 100. But it's that first 50. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So without further ado, we shall switch over down to the painting and building cam. And so what we've got tonight is, I've got one tiny little thing to finish on Gorzik, so we'll get that done, and then he's done, dusted, ready to put to one side. We've got our little Nikkit. There's not much to do on him, and then we've got quite a few of these little marauding little Gretchen to finish off. It's just touching up and some base work. Hopefully we'll plough through these quite quick, and then you know, we'll see where we go on from there. I'll hopefully get some more stuff out on the table and at least make a start. Right, and I shall get some music on, and I think we're going for metal this week. We'll see how this goes. Might be a bit heavy, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll just turn it down in my headset, so hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. Sounds like it's not too bad coming through the phone. I still have my phone up in front of me, just so I can see the chat and interact with you guys. We'll be mixing it around, hopefully get a monitor up in front of me soon, so my monitor won't be off to one side, it'll be smack in front of me, so all my attention is directed straight forward, which should make it a lot easier. Right. Oh, first off, I'll get Gorzik done and dusted, then we can put a pin in him. Oh, just a little update for you guys as well. Actually went out at the weekend, went to the beach, which was a nice sunny day. took the family. However, I managed to, being, you know, ginger myself, and I didn't put enough sun cream on. I actually burnt the tops of my feet. Normally it's not too bad, but for some reason this time it's got infected. My foot has actually ballooned up really badly. I mean, it's quite sore. Sore enough that I've ended up at the doctor's today, and they put me on some antibiotics, but that means unfortunately I can't go to work this week. I've got to rest it up, so I'm planning, I've not finalised any times yet, but I'm planning on at least getting another 2-3 streams in this week, possibly get some in during the day, and then also tomorrow evening I'm planning on going live, same time as tonight. Normally I wouldn't, but there's a little slot opened up. I'm going to jump on at least for 1 week, and you know, get some more stream time on and some more time on here with you guys. There we go, that's Golzik done. So yeah, so tomorrow night I'll be on again, and hopefully I'm going to try and get on during the day, purely because I really need to catch up with my magazine subscription, get them done. Get the idea for tonight was to get the orcs done, because lo and behold, thank God, the new orcs are coming out. Well, they're out for pre-order this Saturday, so I will be down in town nice and early at my local GW store, ready to pre-order. I actually really cannot wait to get my hands on that. I'm not overly bothered about the Stormcast side, if I'm to be totally honest. I might see if someone wants to go halves or whatnot, or I might just sell just like the Stormcast side off. But yeah, really looking forward to getting hold of these AOS orcs. They look more like an orc from like Lord of the Rings sort of thing. They've got a like weird big body and then little stunty legs. Really like how they look. So yeah, looking forward to getting hold of them. So that was the idea, to get these done and dusted. So all my orcs are done. As you can tell, I've not got a lot of them, but yeah, pushing forward with my orcs, still main with my Raven Guard, but I'm liking the orkie side of things at the moment. Sorry, I'm so sorry guys, I forgot to do the chat. I was so keen to get on with being away for a week. I was did my intro and everything, but then forgot you guys, which are the most important people. So coming in first, we've got a Mr. Thomas Gesler. Good evening, Mr. Wybird. Followed by a Mr. Richard Smith, the absolute legend of everything that is Death Guard. And out up, the birthday girl is here. We've got Pirate Queen Pickle. Popped in the chat on her birthday. Anyone who's in the chat, can we just get a happy birthday in the chat for Pirate Queen Pickle, please? Show her some show her some love. She earns it. And we've got Tina popping in again. Good evening, Tina. Not seen you for a while. I hope you're well. Hope you've been cracking on with your... oh, was it not Mordor? It's been that long. I forgot what it's called. You were doing your Dwarven Mine. But it's great to have you back in the chat, Tina. Thank you for popping in. You're sunburnt too. You joined the club. It's absolute agony. I don't know why I do it to myself all the time. But get the cheap, well, not the cheapest, but the lowest factor sunscreen. Words aren't being coming to me today. And you know, that put like factor 15 on when I clearly need like a 50 or something. I can get sunburnt on a cloudy day. Tina, oh well, but been busy. Moria, that's the one, Moria. I knew you'd let me know anyway. In fact, just mute the music for 1 second and flip back over to my ugly mug. As it is a special occasion today for one lovely lady who, you know, pops in the chat, keeps us all going and stuff, and she does awesome work over on the pickle jar, helping Josh out and stuff like that. As it's her birthday, I'm so sorry about this, I'm so embarrassed as well. I'm going to sing happy birthday to you. So, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, Pirate Queen Pickle. Happy birthday to you. And I'll flick it back over. We'll carry on with. I'll watch my subscriber count drop now. But I did promise her when we had a chat yesterday that I would sing happy birthday for her. It's not every day someone turns 21 after all, so. And we've got a hobby corner, Kev popping in. Good evening, Kev. Fresh from our shenanigans at Saturday, I believe it was. Saturday night when we was playing D&D. I hope you're well, pal. Hope you're ready for your stream later on. It's nice of you to drop by. Can all have some cake. I'll have some cake. There's nothing better than a bit of cake. Right. I don't know if it's actually... We'll put him in here. I was going to say, it's probably not even worthwhile sticking Nikkit in here, really, but... I'm going to come in, I'm just going to use some XV88 for the bag on this guy. For his little ammo bag where he's been running around nicking stuff, hence the name Nikkit. I hope you've been spoilt rotten today, Pirate Queen. I hope And Joshy boy's been spoiling you rotten. I hope the rest of you had a really good weekend and a nice start to the week. Just in case any of you missed it at the beginning, I will be live streaming again tomorrow. Usual time as tonight, so I'll be going live at 7:30. I'm just trying to get some extra hours in on my live streaming. But also I'm going to try and get in during the day as well, try and turn having to be off work into a positive. It's not the most ideal time to be off when there's a new box set coming out really, but at the end of the day our health comes first, don't it? So right, in fact I think what I'm going to do with this guy, I'm going to give him proper orc pants. I'm going to give him some blue pants. Caldo. Which one should we go for? Go for the darker ones. Yeah, these ones. And we've got Mr. Elston Nation popping in. Good evening, Elston. Nice of you to drop by. I hope you're well, pal. Hope you've been nice and busy and productive on the old painting front. I think the last thing I've seen you do with the cook, is it the giant chicken thing? Is it Cookborough Riders or something daft like that? Absolutely brilliant work on that. Can't wait to see the Godzilla that you're painting up as well. That thing's going to be absolutely epic, I think. It's nearly as big as yourself, really, isn't it? But, no, joking aside, that looks like some beastie model. I'd hate to try and just go in with a brush on that thing. Sorry, I'll just catch up at this one. Been on some more Lord of the Rings scenery now. Crazy Crafted Challenge. Ooh. Someone's getting married and every table needs a little diorama. Oh, that's an awesome idea, that. That could be a little business opportunity for you there, Tina. Not so much on the productive front, but got a new project working on. Ooh, hashtag secrets. Had to hire a cherry picker for the G-Man. He is a big old boy, isn't he? Ooh, that's what she said. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, and we're descended into debauchery. yeah, I hope you've all managed to get some hobbying done at the weekend, or even if you've not, if you just, like, you know, took a step back and chilled out and, you know, recharged the old batteries. That sometimes can be just as, if not as, or more important sometimes, to stop the old burnout, but also, you know, sometimes too much hobbying, if possible, can drag you down that little bit, or it can be quite overwhelming. This guy is also nearly done. We're absolutely flying through this. Go for our dry head back. Debauchery seems to follow me wherever I go. It always does with you, Elston. Mr. Thomas, had a great weekend winding you up. Yes, you did. Thank you very much. The less about that, the better. Really not that much on this guy. It's a bit daft, really. But yeah, so the rest of this week we've got a lot of Stormcast to get done. I've got quite a few of them undercoated and ready. There's a few to hand. Just like this guy from Stormcast Eternal. So we've got quite a few of these because we did really concentrate on the Nighthaunt side. So I've got quite a lot of these to get on with, and we've got some scenery, as by magic, just by hand, by two hand, I should say, sorry. So we've got stuff like this to be cracking on and getting on with. So hopefully we can get these done before, or catch up quite a bit before the weekend. Well, mind you, the box set doesn't come out at the weekend, does it? It's obviously just the pre-order, so it'd be actually the weekend after, I believe it is. So I've got a good 2 weeks, really. But then obviously in a couple of months we're going to have the new magazine out as well, so... I'm not happy with that. It don't stand out against the brown. Oh, let that dry. I'll probably go over with a really bright silver. I think I've got a Stormhorse silver somewhere, which is really bright. If I can find it, just so it's ready for when that dries. Oh, I should be more organised than this. Gold, gold. There it is. So we'll let that dry off. We'll go over that silver. So for the last bit on his helmet, I've got a contrast white. So I forgot to ask, or I didn't see it pop up in the chat. Do you get anything nice for your birthday today, Wendy? I know you went to the seaside for fish and chips. I think I saw you said you got some donuts. Did you manage to talk Josh into getting you your own camera? So on the Pickle Vision we can have the Wendy cam or the Pirate Queen cam. Give this paint a really good shake up with it being so warm lately. Paints are like really gloopy, so I have to give them a extra good shake. I got an RPG game with some minis to paint, game for my Switch, and I love the bass set, a mug and some pennies. See, all that matters really is that you got the day out with Josh as well though, so that's your win right there anyway. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Oh no, my paint is dried up. No. I don't know why this one, I mean this was sealed really well and it's dried off. There's a tiny little bit in the corner. Good job, I only really need to do his teeth. That's the first, I mean, I know they were drying up a bit, but that, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. That was sealed properly and everything. Gonna have to look into getting some proper dropper balls because I'm getting sick and tired of how these lids shut now. Pickle agrees that that is my win. See, everybody gets a pickle for their birthday. Read into that what you want. It's got tiny cats and dogs to paint. So you'll be painting a lot of Loki's then, as in your own Loki and then Elston's Loki for the dogs. Actually, that bronze on there is looking not too bad now. Paint all over my fingers. I'm actually quite happy with that one. So what we'll do, we'll get the black and we'll do the rim on that one. Animal Adventures. Or is that the game you got for your Switch, the Animal Adventures? I noticed they had the Warhammer sale at the weekend. Is it the weekend? oh sorry, it's Thursday, at the Skulls thing, where all the games was discounted. And I actually had some Microsoft points left on the Xbox, so I went and got myself the Necromunda hired gun. I'd heard mixed reviews on it, but I mean, I think I ended up getting it for like 12 quid. It might have even been less than that with the points that I had for Microsoft. I've actually really enjoyed playing it. It's not like your typical first-person shooter. But I don't know if any of you guys ever played Doom. It plays a bit more like how that was. It's a bit jumpy in places. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that game. It's worth every penny in my view. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed playing that. I think I'm at like 11th chapter in, something daft like that. I don't know how many chapters there are to the story mode, and then you have little side missions after that. But it's quite cool running around with a plasma cannon just disintegrating stuff. So let's get our basing material, because I want that to dry. Get that out of the way. The Necron. What are we doing with a Necron? Could be our basing material. Right, let's just quickly fire through these guys, get these all based up. This should be fairly dry come the end of the stream. You can tell I'm coming to the end of this tub as well. Luckily I did pick up a second one. And I was tying with the idea, I've been looking at some different ones. I think it's the Geek Gaming Scenic like base ready mix. I mean, compared to the price of this, you get absolutely loads for this, like the same price. But I'm not sure if it's like exactly the same, or like shade wise, if it's only slightly out, I'd get away with it. You know, we're starting a little force. You want all your bases to be the same, really. I mean, the only time you probably have like a different base is if it's a like a named character and it's on a sculpted base or something like that. Well, that's one done. I'm just eating my crab. going on holiday next week. Maybe I'll paint some minis. My catwalk from Northumbrian Tin Soldier finally. Well, I look forward to seeing what you do with them. I know Pickle did one of those on his, didn't he? And done it up as Loki. Really, really nice looking models. I've seen quite a few of them knocking about now. I think one of the good things with them is you never see two that are like really the same. Obviously they're the same models, but I don't think I've come across two that have been painted the same, I should say. Look forward to seeing what you do with them. Heavier this music this week. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Try and get these done as quick as possible and can move on then. I'm not too fussed about the edges at the moment because obviously we can always clean that up towards the end, but obviously the neater we get it now, the less cleaning I have to do. So is there anything, any of you guys in the chat looking forward to on the pre-orders that are coming out this week? Or that you've managed to pre-order last week? Is there anything in particular you guys are waiting for come out? Be back. Food time. Always eating you, Mr. Whitebird. Sing happy birthday again in that genre. I don't think my voice would be able to take it. It's bad enough my normal singing voice, never mind trying to scream down a microphone. For some unbeknown reason, like the song that's just come on now, it just reminded me, I'd seen something today, I don't know if any of you guys had seen it as well, or I'd heard about it coming in the pipeline. Amazon are actually doing a series on Lord of the Rings that is set 1,000 years, I believe, before the original story of the Lord of the Rings. And I'd seen some on the TV this morning where they were talking to some of the actors. They're actually filming at the moment down in New Zealand. Obviously it was supposed to have already been out, but because of the Nurgle plague that's bestowed upon us, obviously that production and stuff like that had to stop. So I'm really looking forward to that. Apparently they got a bigger budget than what Game of Thrones had done with their one. And there's some proper big names, or big named actors I should say, that are lined up for starring roles in it. So it's really interesting to see where they go for that. Me personally, I can't wait for that to come out. Yeah, I heard of it. Wonder how they're going to make it as epic as Lord of the Rings films. Obviously, like the budget's there for it because obviously it's Amazon and they're a major like streaming platform now, really, aren't they? But like what was it HBO, I believe, did with the Game of Thrones, where I mean the budget they had and like the battle scenes were like nothing you'd seen on a TV series, really. So it'd be interesting to see how they go about it. Obviously a lot of it's going to be CGI and stuff like that, but yeah, it'd be very, very interesting to see how they go about it. And I mean, what story do they follow? Is it more like how the rings came to be and how they all fell to the rings, or is that a bit further back than the 1,000 years? I mean, I'm not that clued up on the Lord of the Rings. I've watched the films, I love the films, I mean, they're absolutely epic. It's not going to be like your Bilbo Baggins and stuff like that. Thrones was super dope. I mean, there's been nothing like it really, has there? TV series wise. With the Game of Thrones, that is. I was a bit disappointed with the ending. You could tell they rushed the filming for the ending. I do wish that it had gone a different way with the ending. There is rumours of like a different ending being filmed for it. But I mean, should it really? Because, you know, just because you don't like the ending of a film, you can't demand that they remake it. You know what I mean? Or is that the world we live in now? You know, oh, I don't like that, remake it. I don't like that result, do that again. It's like, where would you actually stop then? I knew it wouldn't take long. There's so many series and films that have anticlimactic endings. Or there is. What was that one? I watched one years ago. It Lost. Where they're stuck on an island. Obviously they're lost. But the ending to that was just absolutely ridiculous. I started watching a series yesterday. So I'm all caught up with the Bad Batch on Disney Plus, and the Mighty Ducks one had finished. One of the lads at work had recommended watching The Boys on Amazon with Carl Urban in. I think I watched one episode, and a couple of hours later I'm now on episode 5 of the first series. It's proper gripping. It is really, really good. A bit graphic in places, but really, really good. There's a fan-made ending on YouTube that doesn't change the ultimate consequences, just changes the order of events, just makes so much more sense and doesn't leave you hating the writers. I might have to have a look at that one, Mr. Smith. Right, so with these guys, I'd already painted them yellow to go with my Moon Gates, or Bad Moon Clan, whichever you want to call them. And I'm not that keen on the yellow on these. And then when we was doing Gozik, an absolute awesome YouTuber and network friend, Mr. Essex Boys, recommended one of the yellows I had with a certain wash, and it come out like this on the yellow. And yeah, that's the way we're going to go, rather than more like this dirtier yellow. It's like a really bright yellow, but then the wash, it just doesn't look right. What'll do? Break out the old broken toad for this one. Just so I'm not touching base on these ones. And just go straight over existing. I mean, because it's yellow anyway, so it doesn't make too much for the difference. Well, I'm out. Was fun. Have a nice evening all. Good evening. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, Tina. And hopefully see you again back soon. It's real. I do like that, you know, like when you got people like yourselves in the chat, and then obviously you're not seeing them for a couple of streams, and they pop in, and it's like, oh, how's it been, and you know, they catch up on what they've been doing. And really enjoying this part of the, I should say, like little community that we've got going. I know there's like a lot of you guys in the chat here are in. Like the chilling war gamers and stuff like that, and you know, a lot of us probably wouldn't still be in the hobby if it weren't for the community that we've got. But I'm really enjoying being like a part of all this, you know what I mean? It's very humbling is what I'm trying to get at. This one's sounding a bit more epic. Sorry guys, just drifted into a world of my own there, just enjoying the music there. It was quite hypnotising, that one. And just continue working our way around on these yellow bits. On that one. %, agree for legends like you that bring us. I won't bring us together for chill streams like this. I won't class myself as a legend, Mr. Smith. But you know, I'm honoured that you think so. yeah, I just enjoy, you know, painting. And then for me it's more, obviously I do enjoy the painting, but the interacting with you guys in the chat or on the socials, for me that's a greater part of the hobby. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, it's like seeing what everyone else is up to. And even though like a lot of us have got like the same models, it's like different paint styles, different colours. I just love seeing what everyone else is up to. And my music's just cut out. Apparently that would end at song. It's a bit weird, it was like mid-flow in the song, but hey ho. Well, what do you know? Leave the classifications to us, thank you very much. Will do, Mr. Smith. See, I'm getting told off now. I think you're a legend. Don't know why I'm that way. I mean, it's a bit humbling, really, Mr. Smith. But then also, like having someone like Elston, with the work that Elston does, obviously just pops in here chilling and, you know, having a chat and stuff. I mean, that's the humbling part for me, because I mean, I didn't do this for no like grand plans of grandeur. I said grandeur, not ganja. But you know, sorry, I'm getting a bit worked up. It's like you do this, and yeah, I've got hit the 50 mark and stuff like that, and it's absolutely blown me away. I didn't think I'd get 10 people in here, you know, subscribing. Never mind what I've got already. But yeah, it'll take me a bit of getting used to, really, because I mean, I only live stream, was on about this with Wendy last night. Obviously it's a lot harder when you're like a YouTuber and you just live stream compared to like putting videos out. It can be quite harder to get, like, not so much your subs but your watch time and stuff like that, and you know, and to build up a little following and stuff. But I mean, I managed that with just doing live streams in the matter of a couple of months, and I'm here with you guys now. I mean, if this is as far as it went, I'm ecstatic. I'm over the moon. I'm more than happy with that. Yeah, we'll move on because you'll have me crying. You know, it's not my birthday, so I won't cry if I want to. It's Wendy's day. He's got his blue pants already done. Oh, I really need to just elevate my foot up a bit. I can feel it swelling up a bit more. All this shouting, eh? Oh, it's because of the capitals. You've made me think then. Right, have a good evening all. Yeah, you too, Kev. I hope you have a great stream, pal. I think he might have already gone because he starts roughly about now. Doing his playthroughs. I hope you have a great time, Kev, anyway. And I'll try and pop on after I'm finished. If not, I'll watch it whilst I lay up in bed tomorrow morning. And with that, he's just popped up on my phone that he's gone live. Well, yeah, I mean, Kev's doing some Mortal Realms playthroughs from the magazines. You know, if that's your sort of thing, definitely give him a check out. The Hobby Corner Kev. Or the Hobby Corner. He does get quite a bit of stick off us. We do wind him up a little bit. It's all in good fun. It's all in jest, never in any malice. He's a good lad. No, but there's plenty of guys that are on the Chilling Network. That's the main one that got me into this. Obviously you got like in the chat you got Elston. You check him out, Elston Nation. Absolute genius at what. I mean, if you want to see someone paint fast and quality, I mean, I've seen nothing like it. The man is an absolute machine. Definitely worth checking out. I know like a lot of you guys here reading the chat are in the network, but just in case anyone, you know, playing back at a later date wants to go check some of the guys out. So obviously you got Elston, you got Wargamer Spud, who's an absolute animal. I mean, his kit bashes are second to none. I've never seen anything like it. And then you got the main man, Mr. Captain Pickle, who, you know, set me on my path by watching him. You know, over the pond, over in America, we've got Frost and Fists, and I mean, they give me a good shout out on their channel when they were reviewing Instagram painters and stuff, and they helped me hit my 50 mark. But obviously I wouldn't have got there if like you guys weren't here already as well, so you know, I'm never going to forget that. So there's definitely plenty out there that's, you know, well worth watching. I mean, you really are spoilt for content, really. Right, that's all the yellow done, and I'm waffling on. Deserves it, I believe it. Yeah, about the Kev, he deserves it. He does bring some of it on himself, but he's a good egg. He's a good egg, is our Kev. Right, I don't know. Hopefully I've got him. Yeah, I have. Obviously I've got a big skull on the top of this guy, and with all my skulls, so I'm talking and shaking paint at the same time, so my voice is going to be blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this one's fine. I use Palette Witch Flesh for all like my skulls and teeth and stuff. purely because it dries that little bit darker than a white, and then by the time you put a nice seraphim sepia wash over it, I mean, it's perfect painting bone. From what I've found anyway. Get his teeth on here, that's going to be really fiddly. Size 0 brush going in trying to do Gretchen teeth. He's got one sticking out there. So I'll just work my way back through these now. Nice little chain going. There's no teeth on this one. All straightforward. You have a speed painting legend, Elston. He is. He's an absolute beast when he's painting. And the bloke just picks up an airbrush and off he goes. He can paint an army in the morning. Sorry if I keep going quiet, guys. I'll just try to really concentrate with these bits because with it being the teeth, it's just really, really fiddly on these guys. It's a nice little hoard I've got going here now. Obviously, I've got my Gorzik and Nikkit, and then I've got my Gretchen done up. Look forward to getting my hands on the new orcs for the AOS new box. And then the next bit will be, which I'm really looking forward to, is the new Orc Start Collecting box. It'll drop, I'm thinking probably towards the end of July, something like that. And nothing's been confirmed yet. It might be in a couple of weeks, but I think they might leave it a couple of months, let the new orcs on the AOS side. Let that sort of like die down a little bit. Well, I I just really hate my pile of shame. Well, stop. You should stop printing them off then. It's your own fault. You pile of shame. You just keep printing minis. Obviously, you're not allowed to buy any for a year. So a couple of teeth just poking out in the corner in this one. It's literally there. There's none on that side. I'll just get his little nails now. Quite enjoyed that one then. That were a bit, you know, with him singing over the top of it, sounded a bit like Rammstein. Right, that's that bit done. So I can put that one away. And we'll move over to our next colour. And I'll put my broken tool to one side because we're on to metallics. I can find my, there it is, my lead belcher. The song's sounding more like Cradle of Filth. Pirate Queen Pickle. I'm just heading off now. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you very much for joining us on your birthday, Pirate Queen, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and just spoils you well into the night. That sounded a lot dirtier than I actually meant it to. You know what I mean anyway, but thank you very much for dropping in, and I'll speak to you again soon. I think there's any on this guy. Nope. Actually, yeah, there is. Tiniest little bit on his back. Just this little ring here. I mean, I know it's like the smallest little bit of detail, but and it'll probably get lost in a group of these guys, but I'll know it's there, you know what I mean? Just like working our way through now, and it's just like a little tiny bit on this one, tiny bit on this one. But I mean, we're doing this, you tend not to miss as much, I suppose, because obviously I'm picking out little bits of trinkets and stuff like that now on here, and then on the next one I'll be picking out the same again. So like on this guy now, it's the tiniest bit, so you've got like a little rivet here. Unless you're up close and personal, you probably even won't really see. These are silver. Proper orkie music, this one. That's all the silver done. Let's get that metallic out. I'm nearly out of coffee, you know. Next up, I've got Objective on. I'll get all the bandages done on these guys. Just work our way through all these little bandages that are on the feet and stuff. There's quite a bit of these, so take a little bit longer. I managed to what was I doing now? Oh, I managed to get a bit more of my Raven Guard done earlier. I've kind of been doing that one off stream because I mean it's absolutely massive. Been painting a Storm Raven up, and I mean the thing's absolutely huge, but there's not really much for for like a stream. Just grab this 1 second. So obviously it took absolutely ages to be able to say it won't even fit. Just pull camera out a bit. I'll just shut the front up. So at the moment, currently working through edge highlighting, which I absolutely detest. It's the bane of my life, but I mean as you can probably see. It's quite essential really, especially like on a black model. But yeah, it's nearly there. I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. With it being an absolute big lump like that, it's not something really for on stream. I'll move this back down. Professional as always. So yeah, that's what I've been working on throughout the day. I mean, when it's not too hot. And I was struggling with the heat with the paint and stuff. So that's nearly finished now. What have I got after that? I think I've got some infiltrators, and then I'm pretty much done with my Raven Guard. Not done as in I'm not doing any more, but I mean I'm caught up with what I've got. And with those, I'm quite happy with the selection that I've got. Anything that I am missing, however, is covered in the new magazine that's coming out later this year. So I'll definitely be doing them on the stream, but I will do both sides of the magazine, like I've done with the Mortal Realms. So I will be doing like the Necron side as well. As much as I give, you know, try and wind Josh up with his Necrons. The ones I did paint up out of my Indomitus set, I really enjoyed the paint scheme I got for those. And even if it's just for like a display purpose, I'm quite happy with them. And then obviously, like any spare parts, I'll just use as base and material just to wind people up. More for like my Raven Guard. But that's purely just because, obviously, I mean, if I was a Necron player, you'd be using Space Marines for base and material. For orcs, you have to use Space Marine and paint them red. You know, just because they're horrible little blood angels. I'm going to do the boots on that guy a little bit of a darker blue. Blue Angels are still better than Smurfs and Ravens. I agree on the Smurf part, Mr. Wybird, but definitely not on the Ravens. They'd still kick your ass. At least we've still got our Primarch. Woohoo! Shots fired. Sorry, I keep moving off camera, I'm not even realising I'm doing it half the time. None on that guy. Skip him. Where's on this one? I'll play you with 5th edition rules. Well, no, if you're playing, you have to play with the modern rules. Admittedly, I don't know them, but I don't know what 5th edition rules either, so... Oh, yeah, that's one thing as well. Obviously, like, when I first got back into this hobby, I was at my local GW store, and it was the store anniversary, and I actually won one of the prizes, which was to have an unlimited game, or game of your dreams, as they described it, where you could have any size force, or like any opponent and stuff, or any force. And I actually managed to win that, but then obviously everything went into lockdown. And it's looking like we'll be able to have that game in the next couple of weeks, so hopefully I want to get my Raven Guard done ready for that. But then they had the store anniversary this week, and luckily I managed to win again. I don't know what I've won. I've got to wait till Saturday to go pick my prize up. I think I won one of the... You got a prize if you answered every day of over the week. Everybody that answered every day got a small prize. But then, out of every question for the days, they picked a winner for each question. And I think one of the questions was, which book are you looking forward to, or which book do you really want to read, or was your favourite read? And I picked Deliverance Lost, for obvious reasons, with it being like one of the main Raven Guard stories. And I actually managed to win. Like the best answer on the day. So I'll see what prize I've actually won. There's no hint or anything to what it is. I'm quite intrigued and excited at the same time to see what it actually is. But with it being Saturday, I'll be able to show you guys next Monday anyway. Let's work our way around on his boots. I've just gone for a lighter brown, purely because obviously I've got a brown earthy coloured textured base, so just so it doesn't get lost in that and it actually stands out. Show them how Percy died. I don't think Percy's dead, mate. Right, let's get on with some washes. So where we went over with yellow, I'm coming now with a Seraphim sepia wash, and then just cut all this up. Same over the Shakti bone bits, the little bandagey bits, and then the nails as well. And the teeth. So I get quite a bit done in this next step. Especially like with the teeth. On this, really on these Gretchen, just so it sits quite deep in the recesses on it, so it highlights at the same time. You have to invite the champion Chelsea. Oh, you're on about the D&D, aren't you? Oh, we don't have to fight him if we don't pick that quest. I posted the other part. You're just a wind-up merchant, aren't you? It's definitely, I mean, it's too longer than I was expecting with it. It always catches me out with like the batch painting. You always think it's going to go that little bit quicker because, I mean, well, it is really, because I'm getting what, 2, 4, 6, 8, like 9 models done in a night, in a stream really. Or finished, not from scratch, but it's probably a lot more than if I was doing them individually from start to finish. But no, it always does seem to catch me out a little bit, thinking I've not really got that much done, but when you look back you actually have got quite a bit done. Really happy happy with how that yellow is now. It's more like an orangey yellow, but it looks more orky, if you know what I mean. Didn't close the lid properly. Move, actually muff it. Look at that, some tissue. There's something that go wrong tonight, did it? So at least that's out of the way. I'm looking forward to getting a picture of these done, because I've managed to get some of the scenery that I've done for my Mortal Realms, but it's like a little like a wooden bridge sort of thing, and it will just on its own without the stone part would work really well, especially with orcs. So when I do get a picture of these guys, I'll have some pictures up, if not tonight, tomorrow. But I'll get some on their own, and then I'll get like a group shot of them in some scenery, a more dynamic pose sort of thing. Hopefully this hat on this guy comes out better. Let's have a look. It looks more like the sorting hat of Harry Potter. Especially like the little rivet like stitches across the front there. Oh yeah, that's a lot better, that. Just a couple more to go. Some of the metallics I'll put this seraphim on as well, purely because it looks more rusty than if I use like an Agraxa shade or a Null Oil. If need be, I can always, especially like on the teeth, I can always come back in and do like a second pass with the wash. Sometimes that's fine. Sometimes, obviously, it depends how dark you want. Like the teeth. Obviously, they're orcs at the end of the day. They're not going to have glistening white teeth, are they? You can sell some red oxide Liquitex ink for rust effects. That's not one I've heard of. The one I normally use, I mean, all my stuff's Citadel anyway, I've got the dry one, which is the Riser Rust. It's a very orangey, obviously it's a dry brush, but it stipples on really, really well. I've used that one in the past. But I have been looking at some of the other like washes and this like basing materials and stuff like that, just so I'm not just stuck solely with GW stuff. Because obviously like the GW stuff, I mean, it's not the cheapest, and I mean sometimes there is better options out there, but I think a lot of it is, it's like what you're used to as well. Let's get this skull done. Really happy with that, and that's turned out, that looks really nice. I'll just get these other bits done. I'll see if I can show you guys on the camera. So I tried getting something at least yellow on all of them, obviously, so it ties them all in. Come on, focus. That's probably about as best as it's going to go. You have to wait till pictures are on socials, I'm afraid. I think like the next major purchase, I've ordered a new light bar that will come across. Josh on the Pickle Show was showing one off the other day. It was like 17 quid on Amazon, next day delivery, so it should have come today, but it's not. Well, it hadn't before the stream come, and obviously they can deliver up to 9 o'clock, so it might be downstairs when I finish the stream. But yeah, the next purchase will be a decent camera that I can focus and stuff. Just so it's a lot better for you guys as well, because obviously you can see what I'm actually doing. It should help. I mean, the focus from like down here is not that bad. It's when I come in close or try and zoom in, it's that little bit worse. Alright, where's my gold? Got a couple of little details of gold that will get done now, and then I'll probably, depending on the time, call it there. It's just a little, oh, I might even get the bases done, and then I think, yeah, because then these guys will be done then. I'd rather finish them with you guys tonight than off camera tomorrow. Any gold on here? Nope. Get away from that stuff, LOL. But I'll DM you. I take it you're on about the Riser Rust, aren't you? But yeah, I mean, it works for me. It's looked all right when I've used it. definitely get these bases done, and then we'll probably call it a night there. It's purely because, I mean, my foot's absolutely killing now anyway, and I think I'm due in the next probably about 45 minutes my next lot of tablets anyway. And my brew's running, my coffee in my cup running really low now as well anyway, so there's going to be plenty of streams this week anyhow. Like I was saying, I'm going to try and get a few in during the day as well. Sorry, I keep going on. Where I've moved my camera when I was showing that before, I keep going off camera now. So, not intentional. Just making sure everything's done on these guys. Got that little bit on him there. That ring on the grenade just to break it up a little bit. Ooh, look at that, I went a full one. That was nearly 2 in one night then, bloody hell. You can tell when I'm rushing and then obviously in pain. Where's my black gone? There we go. I could shake again. Nice little black bases. No goblin green bases round here. That's one little guy done. With his little barrel drilled out. We've got that one there. There's one we finished the other week. With our runt herder. And we're going to have a little blue one just so he stands out different. It's just so I wanted to paint a little blue Gretchen to practice for my Blood Bowl team, but yeah, we'll still chuck him in. He can be a little blue Gretchen amongst the green. I don't know if that's actually allowed in the law. channel all orcs just go towards the battles and stuff. You know, and they unite the clans sort of thing. Oh, I like the really big wars. Oh, sorry, I'm saying it, you say it properly, don't you? The war. You have to put on a daft Cockney accent when you're doing it. Because for some reason all orcs are Cockneys. All my bases playing games are goblin green. Yeah, when you keep showing them off, it winds people up. Just don't paint them purple. Why would you want to paint your bases purple? That's just wrong. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your model, you do what you want with it. But depends, obviously, what you've got as your base, like your basing texture or on the base of the model. Literally 5 left to go. And then we're done. Absolutely had an absolute blast with these. I'm really looking forward to these new orcs coming out. I know that the first lot that come out are Age of Sigmar. It'd be interesting to see what we can do with them. And it'd be more practice for when the new 40k orcs start collecting box comes out. I've got some good plans for it go. Like that. I won't say what just yet. Hashtag secrets. But I've got a few ideas lined up for that. Orcs, not the bases. Well, no, because the purple orcs are the invisible ones, aren't they? So you won't see them anyway. Almost there, guys. Yeah, no, with having last week off, I actually really did miss this. Obviously, you need a breakaway and holidays and stuff. kind of like got in the routine of like coming on here with you guys. Yeah, really missed it. It's good to be back. Or as they say. Now it's that warm in this room. By the time I get round to the front of the base where I'm painting it black, it's drying already. Even when I've watered it down. Which isn't a good sign, really. Literally be like a wash over the top bottles once it's all dried, a little bit of a wash over the Strickland mud, a tiny little bit of a dry brush just to highlight it up a bit, and literally like 1 or 2 grass tufts on each one, and these guys are done. Obviously that I will do, obviously off camera, because I've got to wait for all this to dry and make sure that this basing material is properly dried all the way through. Where I put it on a bit thicker in some places, so it's more gravelly and rocky. It might be dry on the top, but it can still be wet underneath. I tend to try and leave it. I know you're only supposed to leave it like an hour or 2, I think it is, but I try and leave it a lot longer, at least like 3 or 4 hours. So obviously like tonight I won't touch it again till tomorrow. Get them finished off tomorrow. There we go. So our little Orc warband is pretty much complete now. Yeah, I'm really happy with how these have turned out. So obviously, like where there's little grass tufts on these guys, that's literally what's left to go on these now. Obviously you got Nikkit and Gorzag at the front, and you got your Runturder, and then your Grotlings ready to charge in. I'll stop this music for 1 second. So yeah, I hope you've had a really nice time on the show tonight. I should just flip. No, not that one. This one. If it decides to change, there we go. Yeah. So sorry, just fiddling about with sorting the outro music out and everything. So yeah, had an absolute blast again tonight. Great to be back, as I was just saying. I will be with live tomorrow night as well, so 7:30 again. Might only be for an hour. We'll try and get probably the same as tonight, get a good 2-hour stream going again tonight. in with you guys. So if you're able to pop along, please pop along. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please leave a like on the stream. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. We are just over that 50 now. So I am going to start pushing Marvin for that 100. If I get there, I get there. If I don't, I'm absolutely buzzing with this, guys. Honestly, my heart goes out to you guys. Thank you very much. I love every single one of you. If I could, I'd hug you all. But yeah, Orcs are finally done. So tomorrow night, toying with the ideas. Probably going to be Age of Sigmar. Get some of the Mortal Realms stuff done, some scenery and some other bits. So if you are able, like I said, please pop along. If not, I shall see you next Monday. So once again, thank you very much. Bye.
Time